What's going on, everybody? Lawrence Martin here. I want to talk to you guys about why banks love bad credit loans. That's right. Why do they love bad credit loans? It's obvious. That's where the money is. The whole entire credit system is set up for not good credit, but bad credit. That's right. So there's a little bit of manipulation going on with the way the credit system is set up. So if you don't think that you need any type of help with this stuff, you're not thinking in proper terms, because the entire system is not set up for people to actually, fly and have great credit and get the best interest rates. No, the way they set up these risk class and the way they set up these risk ratings, it's set up not for people to actually win. It's actually set up as a default for people to lose. Okay, so one of the things I want to stress out is more to the game than just paying bills. Paying your bills on time only accounts for 35% of your score. Okay, so it's more to it than just, I pay my bills on time. That's great. That's awesome. But if you don't know all the technicalities of what goes into a credit score, then you're missing out on all the other reasons why your score is low. You may have a credit card that's maxed out. That can hurt your credit just as bad as, not paying your bill on time. So you got to make sure that you do the proper research and make the proper steps to actually acquire good credit. It's a process. I heard a FICO expert say it's about 88 negative marks that could affect your credit, and there are only 8 that can positively affect your credit. So you think about those numbers. Just like the old saying, or what I've heard Warren Buffett say, it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. So credit is like a reputation. You can have good credit for 20 years. And you have 1 late payment, that's going to affect your credit. And you have 2 late payments, that's going to really affect your credit. So you have to make sure you understand the science behind the credit score. There are 5 things that affect the credit score. You have utilization, which counts for 30%. You have on-time payments, that's 35%. You have length of history, that's 15%. You have inquiries or acquiring credit, that's 10%. And another 10% is the mix of credit. Okay, you got to understand how these things actually play a part of your credit score. Otherwise, you'll be in the dark trying to figure out why my score is not going up. Well, it's not necessarily meant for it to actually go up in the respects as to where you think the way you actually think it's going to go up. It doesn't work that way. So the best thing that you could do is do a little bit of research on how the credit scoring models actually work. Okay, that's the most important thing, how it actually works. So you won't be in the dark actually thinking, my credit score has been at 500 for the last 7 months. It hasn't moved. And now a lot of you are probably using Credit Karma to actually gauge your actual scores. Those scores are not accurate scores. They use Vantage Score models. That's an entire different video. I want to talk about making sure that you guys understand the credit game itself. The banks are making money on bad credit. They love bad credit. They want you to have bad credit. And the game is so rigged that even if, let's say if you're in the 500s and you don't qualify, they'll play that game on you all day. But guess what? As soon as you qualify, you're qualified. This is the reason why you hear so many used car salesmen, so many car salesmen. Bad credit, no problem. You know why it's no problem? Because they're going to hit you over the head with all these fees. They're going to hit you over the head with all of these high interest rates. They're going to make more money on the interest rate than they do on the car itself. That's the way it's set up. You got to understand the game. So bad credit is the primary focus of banks, how banks make money. You have people out here with 25% interest rates on their car loans, on a car loan. You do the math on that. 25% on credit cards. Do the math on that. Okay? So we have to understand the credit game is rigged for you to have bad credit. And if you're not proactive in it, they love you. They love when you come to the bank with a 600 credit score. Oh man, yes. Come to me. Come see me with a 600 credit score. I will give you a loan for 25% on a $100,000 loan. 25%, that's $25,000. Okay? And if you don't think you're paying that rate, you haven't studied compound interest, because you are paying a pretty penny to have bad credit. And the banks are getting wealthy. That's the reason why you can't even afford to buy a house. You can't even afford to buy a house while they're still building these skyscrapers and building up downtown. But you can't even afford to buy a house. Why? Because of bad credit. They don't want to do business with you, right? And then when you just so happen to get pre-qualified or qualified just a little bit, just enough for them to screw you over. So fam, I want to talk to you. I want to tell you this. Get your credit right. Get it right. Because guess what? Nobody's going to help you fix your credit. You have to be proactive in the process. The game is rigged against you, not for you. All right? I'm going to my meeting. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.